Namaste, I am JVN Indu from the Department of Science and Technology. In previous session, as I had discussed UPS, today I will discuss about SMPS and safety and security measures. So let's start. SMPS. SMPS stands for Switch Mode Power Supply. SMPS is a powered electronics device which convert unwanted AC or DC signal to the regulated DC सिग्नल. इट मीन्स जो SMPS है वो एक पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स डिवाइस है जो अनवांटेड AC और DC सिग्नल को रेगुलेटेड DC के अंदर कन्वर्ट करता है. दिस इज द ब्लॉक डायग्राम ऑफ SMPS यूजिंग PWM. PWM स्टैंड्स फॉर पल्स विड्थ मॉड्यूलेशन. इसके अंदर क्या होता है स्टूडेंट, देखिए रेक्टिफायर हम लोग ब्लॉक SMPS के ब्लॉक डायग्राम के अंदर यहाँ पे क्या क्या यूज कर रहे हैं, रेक्टिफायर यूज कर रहे हैं, हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्विच यूज कर रहे हैं, PWM जनरेटर यूज कर रहे हैं, फिल्टर यूज कर रहे हैं. अब होता है क्या, जब हम लोग AC सप्लाई रेक्टिफायर को देते हैं तो रेक्टिफायर AC को किस में कन्वर्ट कर देता है, DC में कन्वर्ट कर देता है. या फिर हम लोग डायरेक्टली हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्विच को DC सप्लाई प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं. देन क्या होगा कि हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी इलेक्ट्रॉन स्विच क्या करेगा, इस DC वेवफॉर्म की इन फ्रीक्वेंसी को क्या कर देगा, इंक्रीज कर देगा. देन PWM जनरेटर क्या करेगा, इसकी DC वेवफॉर्म को सेट करके प्रॉपर वे के अंदर देन ये किसको सेंड करेगा, फिल्टर को सेंड करेगा. फिल्टर क्या करेगा, इस DC वेवफॉर्म्स के अंदर जो भी ऐसी हार्मोनिक्स हैं उनको रिमूव करके रेगुलेटेड DC आउटपुट के अंदर प्रोवाइड करेगा. तो इस तरीके से हमारा जो SMPS है वो वर्क करता है. नेक्स्ट इज सेफ्टी एंड सिक्योरिटी मेजर्स. फर्स्ट, सेफ्टी एंड सिक्योरिटी मेजर्स. विद द वाइड स्प्रेड use of internet, networks and computers have become increasingly susceptible to threats. These threats destroy data as well as the programs that computers use. The objective of these threats is to destroy the data and to steal the vital information stored in computers. This information is used by the attackers for their benefit. We occasionally hear about the data theft from credit card companies or banks, which lead to major financial losses. First is virus. A computer virus is a program, usually hidden within another simple program. It produces copies of itself and inserts them into other program or files, in turn destroying the data and performing other malicious actions. Computer viruses are never naturally occurring. They are always man-made. Once created and released, however, their spread does not remain directly under our control. While developing the virus, programmers have a specific target in mind, such as data theft or destruction of software which runs the computers. The virus can be transferred hidden in files, programs, or even in disks. The virus can be of different kind, but a common virus is macrovirus. A simple macro is series of programming steps that are stored in a single location. Macro allows automation of many actions with only a single keystroke. These can be embedded in the program's files. Many programs such as Word and Excel allows you to record a series of keystrokes and menu selections and then save them to a file. This helps eliminate doing the same action several times, increasing efficiency. Macrovirus created with the intention of fooling the user can deceive them in sharing confidential information. This information can be used by the macro or damage the computer data or software. Second is worms. Worms are very similar to virus in the manner that they are computer programs that replicate copies of themselves. Virus often, but not always, contain some functionality that will interfere with the normal use of a computer or program. Unlike virus, however, worms exist as separate entities. They do not attach themselves to other files or programs. Because of their similarity to virus, worms are also often referred to as virus. Third one is Trojan horse. A Trojan horse is a program that claims to rid your computer of virus but instead introduce virus into the system. Since they look like sincere programs, they are referred as Trojan, like the Trojan horse of Greek mythology. The Trojan program does not attach itself to the files like a virus nor replicate itself like a worm, but it does provide unauthorized access to users' computer. They are mostly spread through internet downloads and online gaming programs. Fourth one is spyware. A spyware, as the name suggests, is a program used to spy on the computer system. This program will try to get all the confidential and sensitive information such as your bank account numbers, passwords, etc. Then this confidential data is misused to access users' accounts. Spyware can also change the configuration of your computer generally without obtaining your consent first. There are a number of ways spyware or other unwanted software can get onto computer. Fifth one is malware. Malware is short for malicious software. Malware is any kind of unwanted software that is installed without your direct consent. The intent of the malware is to damage the data or functionality of the computer or network. In fact, all the threats mentioned about, such as virus, trojans, etc., are examples of malware. Sixth one is spams. The term spam refers to unsolicited commercial email, UCE. It is flooding the internet with many copies of the same message in an attempt to force the message on people who would not otherwise choose to receive it. It is also referred as junk email. Next is hackers and crackers. Hackers and crackers are the software programmers who use dubious ways to get control over your computer and systems. The intent of both hackers and crackers is to gain control over your computer so that they can get the sensitive and confidential information. they then use this information against you by stealing money, personal data, pictures, bank details, and government military information, so on and so forth. This information can either be sold for money or hackers access account. Next is antivirus tools. Antivirus tools are the software programs that help us to detect the virus in emails or files and hence protect our computers. These tools can detect virus, worms, trojans, as well as spyware and adware. They block us from visiting unsafe websites and also downloading unsafe programs from such websites. They protect us from identity thefts and threats from phishing websites. There are several commercial antivirus software available such as Norton, K7, Quickhill, etc. Next is data backup and security. As we discussed earlier, there are threats to the computers that are sometimes hard to avoid. We may open an email that may have virus attachments and can destroy all the programs and data on our computer. That is why, to protect ourselves from such unknown threat, we need to assure backing up the data. The basic principle on the data backup is very simple. Just make another copy of the data and keep it elsewhere than on the same computer. This guarantees that once the data on your computer gets corrupted, this guarantees that once the data on your computer gets corrupted due to a threat, you can reload the data again on your computer once it has been rectified. These days, you have external hard drives which can back up data. Also, most of the smart devices are also used to back up the data. So, today I discussed about SMPS and safety and security measures. This session powered by digital version 2.0 Jayoti Vidyapit Women's University. I hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.